Transforming your life with hypnotherapy just got easier with your host, Julie from coachinghypnosis.net.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today we're tackling a topic that's got a lot of mixed opinions, NLP. That's Neuro-Linguistic Programming. For those that aren't familiar, genius breakthrough, total nonsense, or maybe a bit of both? If you've been listening to this podcast, or you're in law, HR, sales, or really any profession that involves people, you've probably heard about NLP. Some swear it's a game changer, improving communication, building rapport, even influencing outcomes. Others roll their eyes and call it new age mumbo jumbo. So what's the truth? What exactly are we unpacking today? Because as lawyers, negotiators, HR pros or salespeople, you're trained to question everything. And that's exactly what we're going to do with NLP. First off, NLP started back in the 1970s with two psychologists who studied patterns in top communicators and therapists. They tried to map what made them successful, their language, behaviors, thought processes, and packaged it as teachable techniques. Some took that and ran with it, claiming NLP could do everything from curing phobias to mind control. Those big claims got a lot of pushback. Skeptics said, "Show me the data." And honestly, the data is patchy. That's why NLP's reputation is all over the place. Some call it revolutionary. Others dismiss it as pseudoscience. Here's the reality. While NLP as a whole isn't a scientifically validated theory, many of its individual techniques have parallels in psychology. For example, anchoring, where you link a physical or mental cue to a calm or confident state, that's very similar to classical conditioning, a well-researched psychological principle. Reframing, changing how you interpret an event to shift your emotional response, that's a cognitive behavioral therapy staple. Rapport building, using body language and language matching, also supported by social psychology research. But on the flip side, the big promises like instant personality change, mind reading, or mirroring someone's brain to control them have little solid evidence. So, the take-home? Some NLP tools work because they're based on real psychological processes. Others, well, be skeptical. If you're thinking about trying NLP in your legal practice, HR role, or sales pitch, focus on these practical tools that actually deliver. Language patterns that build connection, matching someone's words, tone, or body language subtly to make them feel understood. This isn't manipulation, it's empathy in action. Anchoring calm states. Teach clients or yourself to tap into mental reset buttons to handle stress before a big negotiation or court appearance. Reframing setbacks. Help yourself or clients see problems as opportunities, a classic but powerful mindset shift. Pacing and leading. Match the other person's pace. Then gently guide the conversation towards your goals without triggering resistance. These tools help you communicate better, reduce tension, and build trust, all critical in law, sales, and HR. Imagine you're pitching a complex service. Your client seems hesitant, arms crossed, skeptical tone. You start mirroring their body language and soften your tone to match theirs. You notice they prefer visual information, so you pull out a clear infographic. You reframe objections by saying, "I totally get why that might seem risky. Here's how others have seen real results instead." Suddenly, that hesitant buyer is nodding and leading in. That's NLP working. In HR, an employee is upset about a recent performance review and feels unfairly judged. You listen carefully, mirror their frustration initially, then anchor calm by guiding them through some deep breaths and grounding techniques you've practiced. You reframe the review as a growth opportunity and help them visualize success in their next project. The tension diffuses and you both leave the meeting with a plan, not conflict. Here's where you need to learn to be sharp. NLP isn't a magic wand. If anyone promises you mind control or overnight transformations, that's a red flag. Always question bold claims. Look for evidence. Test techniques yourself before fully trusting them. And more importantly, use NLP ethically. These are tools to build genuine connection and improve communication, not manipulate or deceive. As lawyers, HR pros, and salespeople, you have a responsibility to keep it honest and respectful. Despite the debate, NLP offers a toolkit for understanding people better, how they think, feel, and communicate. That's huge in any profession involving negotiation, conflict resolution, or persuasion. Use it wisely. NLP can help you calm your nerves before a big trial, help clients manage their emotions, negotiate settlements with less friction, close deals by connecting authentically, build better teams by understanding communication styles. A quick recap for critical legal thinkers and professionals. NLP is a mix of science-backed tools and some unproven hype. Know which is which. Focus on language patterns, anchoring, reframing, and pacing. These have a real impact. Be skeptical, test methods, and always keep ethics front and center. NLP isn't magic, it's a toolkit to sharpen your communication and persuasion skills. So that's your deep dive on NLP, genius, nonsense, or both. I hope today's episode gave you the clarity to decide for yourself. If you're enjoying this series, don't forget to subscribe and share with anyone who could use a sharper edge in negotiation, client management, or just dealing with tough people. Next episode, we're going full toolbox mode, pulling it all together so you can build your own NLP legal arsenal. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Keep questioning, keep learning, and remember, the sharpest tool in your kit is your critical mind.